It was just another day at school, like every other day. The halls were crowded, the sound of the bell echoing through the building, but for Ravi, time felt like it had slowed down. He stood by his locker, pretending to focus on his books, but all he could think about was the girl who had somehow captured his attention from the moment she stepped into his life, Mira. She had this way about her, as if the world was lighter, brighter whenever she smiled, and Ravi was just trying to survive the day, his eyes darting nervously from his book to the corridor. Every time she walked past, Ravi couldn't help but stare. He never spoke to her, never knew the right words to say. How could he? She was so different. He was the quiet type, the one who stayed in the shadows. She, on the other hand, was the light. Today, something felt different. Mira turned the corner, and for the briefest moment, their eyes met. It was like everything else around them stopped, and for just one heartbeat, it was just the two of them. But Ravi wasn't ready for this. He looked away quickly, his heart pounding in his chest. Then it happened. "Hey, Ravi." Her voice rang out, soft, almost like music. Ravi froze, his breath caught in his throat. Did she just talk to him? He tried to look casual, to act normal, but his words tumbled out all wrong. I was just waiting for the bell." He was embarrassed, wishing he could disappear right there. But then something amazing happened. Mira smiled. It wasn't a mocking smile or a look of judgment. It was warm, real. And in that moment, Ravi's heart did something strange. It calmed down just a little. "You don't have to be nervous, she said, her smile growing. "I'm not gonna bite." And Ravi, completely lost in her words, managed to mumble the one thing he had been wanting to say, even if he didn't know how. "I think you're beautiful." As soon as the words left his mouth, Ravi wanted to vanish. His face burned, his mind was spinning. Why had he said that? Why couldn't he just keep quiet like he always did? But Mira didn't laugh, she didn't tease him, she just smiled. "Thank you, Ravi. You're really sweet." And in that moment, something clicked inside him. Maybe it wasn't about saying the perfect words or trying to be someone else. Maybe it was just about being honest, about being real. The bell rang, breaking the spell of that moment. Mira turned to go, waving as she walked away. And Ravi, standing there with his heart still racing, couldn't help but smile. He hadn't expected that moment, that simple conversation. That was the thing about life. It didn't always need grand gestures. Sometimes it was just about being yourself. He had no idea where things would go from there, but he knew one thing for sure. Today, he'd taken the first step, and that was enough. And as Ravi walked to class, he couldn't stop thinking about Mira, about how something as small as a smile, a few words, could make everything feel different. For once, he didn't feel invisible. Maybe, just maybe, things were starting to change.